Hello, real estate investors. For years, in my podcast and webinars and seminars, I've been talking about the possibility of a Black Swan event. And now we believe that that event is here. The coronavirus pandemic at this point has spread to 87 countries, and I believe that within the next few weeks, it will spread worldwide, pretty much to all countries. Some countries will be far more affected than others. I believe that with the US, the effect will be significantly lower than it is in other countries like Italy, Iran, and South Korea. But what does that really mean for real estate investors? And what does it specifically mean for people that are doing bridge loans? A lot of apartment complexes these days are being purchased using bridge loans. So let's talk a little bit about what does the coronavirus mean for properties that have bridge loans, and should we continue buying using short-term bridge loans? So the news for those that are considering doing bridge loans or have already done so is mostly good. So I would characterize it as 80% good news and 20% bad news. It's very likely that at this point that interest rates will continue moving in a downward direction. We thought that we had a plateau. We thought that we'd gotten to the bottom of the interest rates until the next recession, but at this point that is not the case. If a recession occurs, the rates will of course go down because the Federal Reserve will cut rates. But even if a recession doesn't occur at this point, because there's a slowdown in worldwide activity and there's panic, we expect to see lower interest rates in the US and worldwide in the next year. As we speak, the Federal Reserve has already had an emergency rate cut of 0.5 point. And we believe that the Bank of England and the Bank of Japan will follow through in the next week, and you should see their announcements within the first week of March. What does that mean for those of you that are taking bridge loans? Well, firstly, you're going to be happy that you took out bridge loans, because at this point in time, interest rates have fallen and you have the ability to refinance. What about, the possibility of a recession? Yes, there's a possibility that a recession could occur, which could drop the values of properties down, making it harder for you to refinance. So the bottom line is, if you refinanced and if you got a bridge loan and you gave yourself the ability to have extensions, maybe 1 or 2 or even 3 extensions that you could buy, then it makes sense to not only keep extending, but it makes sense to keep taking on new bridge loan debt, because the impact of coronavirus is not really a healthcare hazard. It's the flu. It kills 1 to 2% of the people that it affects. It's nowhere as powerful as the SARS virus or Ebola or anything like that. But I think its economic impact is already beginning to be felt. We estimate that the travel industry alone is losing around $47 billion a month, and that money will not come back. Empty seats on airlines and empty hotel rooms cannot be made up in the future. And so we feel that those industries will be hit pretty hard, which will lead to a slowdown in economic activity and a possible worldwide recession. So you're going to see some incredibly low interest rates. And we think that bridge loans continue to be the right strategy. 2 out of 3 properties that we purchased in the last 12 months were based on this philosophy. And I can tell you today, we are extremely grateful that we went in for bridge loans. But all of those bridge loans that we went in had extensions. So the right strategy, in our opinion, is to continue doing bridge loans, but to continue getting extensions. Hope you found this useful.